All right. It's been a second since we've talked.
It has been quite a minute.
Yeah. So I think we started this project in December, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I think it was December 12th. Yeah, because you, I think, sent me just the lift hill that you were working on around December 12th.
According to my computer, I created the file on November 26th.
Oh, wow. That's
So,
even
yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad this has worked out, because for a few months there it was looking like we hit a wall, or at least I did.
Oh, I definitely did.
Because like the limitations of my computer were not allowing me to work with the old technique.
Really?
Yeah, like I would move one of the 1x1 clip pieces up and my computer would just freeze and there was no making progress whatsoever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was really frustrating until I found this technique after I was lying in bed and I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this. And then this piece just pops into my head. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to be able to complete this now. Yeah, so I'm glad it worked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
it looks really good. The whole track and everything.
Yeah. And I don't want to tease anything too much, but my next project using the same technique will also look very good, as you've already seen.
Mm-hmm. I know which one you're talking about. That one looks sick.
Yeah. All right, so what was your like original design process going through the like original lift hill?
Well, it all kind of came to me in a moment of, I don't know, just like, I think it was literally a shower thought.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, wait a second, I can turn these pieces sideways and use them as the truss, and that'll look great.
Yeah.
And like instantly had to just grind from there.
You gotta try it out and see where it goes.
Yeah, because it was like, before that I was kind of like, I kind of want to do lift hills, that looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like, you know, there's no good way to do that at the scale. And I was like, wait, that looks exactly like it should sideways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I got inspired by this project and then just went ahead and built Orion's lift hill, which I think turned out well as well.
It did. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite part about the project? Not just your part that you worked on, but everything.
Everything. I mean, it all just like comes together, like seeing a full scale like coaster like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, you know, that's pretty hype.
Yeah, it was definitely satisfying to see it all come together, but let me tell you, those supports are not fun to build at all.
I fully believe you. I've done enough custom supporting like in No Limits to know that it would not be fun in Lego.
Yeah. My technique for doing it was like, so there's these 1x1 like circular pieces that have like a bar at the back of them.
Yeah, I've seen those. Usually they come in clear.
Yeah, but they do come in yellow for some reason. But again, the 1x2 ball joint pieces that I use for the track do not come in red. They only come in dark bluish gray due to Lego's structural integrity stuff that they have over there with molding.
Interesting.
Yep. I used the bar clips that, it's hard. I need to find a picture of them to send to you, but
I can see them in the pictures you've sent.
Okay. If you can look at those, the clips there, the key was getting the ones that actually connected to the track straight up and down, that they were perfectly horizontal to the ground, because if they were slightly off, the entire support would just be at an angle. And
yep.
I wish there was a way that Studio would just like auto align to the base plate or like the floor, but it just does not have that.
Yep.
Because
I would probably end up building those from the ground up and then just like move it close enough that it looks all right by hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in practice it would work, but
yes,
in the
because
computer it's gonna be a pain.
yeah, because like all the angles are relevant to the piece it snaps to and not the ground. It's annoying.
Yeah.
So once I figured that technique out, it was pretty easy. Just build a support straight to the ground, and then I had like pre-made heights for supports that I could use, and then just like hone in that exact height for each support, and that helped smooth the process out a little bit. Made it easier.
But it looks like it worked pretty well.
Yeah. Man, I spent so much time on those supports. Like, I got
I know, you were sending me pictures for like days.
I got the layout down. I'm like, yes, it's gonna be smooth running here on out. Nope, still got a lot of work to do. I think the layout was one of the easiest parts.
Supports are the killer ones.
Yeah.
Especially in like other things like Planet Coaster and all that, because like, you know, the track layout's the fun part, and then you get to the supports and we're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the supports on my next project though were a lot easier for some reason, even though there's a lot more of them. I guess I just learned from this project what not to do.
That definitely helps.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking at the picture you sent of the other one, and that one looked crazy in the support department.
So I know you included a lot of detail on your lift hill, and I know you wanted to build it in real life. So, like, how difficult do you think it's gonna be to build?
Well, my question at the moment is whether it's actually gonna, like, stand up on its own.
I mean, it looks like it will, but
I'm a little bit hesitant. I'm not too sure if it's gonna work, which is why I want to, like, actually build it before I make the instructions and everything and put those up. But I have hope. The most challenging part, I would say, the most challenging part for sure is that the end of the initial like lift crest, where it goes from using the roller coaster pieces to that like custom looking truss. There is a roller coaster piece in there, but it's actually like facing right side up, and it's doing that so that it like gets the drop profile
I see that now. That's smart.
Yeah, I used that piece so that I could get the drop profile right, because it's, you know, it's going off of the curve at the top initially where it's like decently sharp, but once it gets to the bottom it like mellows out, but then it's got like a little bit of a kink as it goes down into the support.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's surprisingly almost exactly the right shape, but there was a lot of design around that piece, around connecting it to the top, and it's like the whole lift I would have made like thinner if I could have, but that's like as thin as it can possibly be and still have that piece sitting just barely inside in order to get that right.
And I think it looks good for what it is, because the actual track is situated on like the right half going up the lift hill, and then you have that catwalk in between the truss, so I think it is actually pretty close to real life.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And the trying to like replicate the track trusses with bricks for that piece, because I couldn't have a roller coaster track there because that piece doesn't exist, was so difficult.
Yeah, I can
must
imagine.
have gone through like 4 or 5 different iterations before I finally arrived on this one with the plate with the bars coming off.
Yeah.
Stacked in either way.
Yeah.
And that's like, it still doesn't look fantastic, but it's guys as good as it.
I mean, it looks all right for what it is. I think you pulled it off well.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm feeling.
Yep. And then, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I took out where you originally had the 1x1 clips, and I just converted that all into the ball joint pieces.
I did see. That looks good on the model and in the renders there. It's just, those pieces aren't available.
Not red.
Yeah, and if I wanted to actually build it, I'd have to do the 1x1s. Yep. Although, dealing with those flexi rods in this software,
it's so bad.
Sucks. It's so bad. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to jump out a window working with them.
Literally, it's so bad. Like, it's bad enough just trying to get like the handrail for the lift stairs.
Like, I would, and I'm surprised I even got the entire track layout done just for the bars, not even the 1x1 clips. And I messaged you, I'm like, and the hardest part of this project is done. And you're like, awesome. Little didn't we know that it wouldn't work at all.
Oh man.
And the worst,
I would have given up and closed it and never come back.
yeah. I did for like a month, and then I came back to it after I had the revolution in my bed.
You what? Respect. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. I worked on, I forget what I worked on. I worked on a lot of train models. Like, I think I did the Swarm, and then we worked on the Top Thrill Dragster train together. So yeah.
And a little bit of another one.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna ditch the train for that one because it's not really working.
That's fair. Yeah.
And I think you still need to do the terrain for the mini model we're doing, which I think looks absolutely beautiful for how small it is.
It looks pretty good for how small it is.
Man, they have no idea what we're gonna release.
Man, honestly.
Yeah.
I still gotta order the pieces for this one and then also the other one.
Yeah. Alright, so that wraps up the video for today. Intimidator 5 had a great time recording with you. Have a great day. Hope to do it soon.
Of course. See you soon.